Chevrolet 402, good evening. How are you? Hello, BC. How's it going, Bill? Hey, guys. Southern Illinois. I was looking at my lighting here. Got some lighting here that makes it look like I got big dark. Looks like I got two black eyes, but I really don't. And New Hampshire. Northern California. Man, this is awesome. People from all over the place. Who beat me up? I know. I look like I've been beat up, don't I? Yes, Faye Bob, it is cold. I was looking at the forecast for our elevation, my elevation anyway. It's supposed to be 6 degrees tomorrow night and then a high of 9 on Tuesday. Oh, a couple people from Illinois. There's Joe K from Illinois. And Ed Coates from Mountain View, Arkansas. That's my nephew. Good to see you, Ed. I have trouble not calling you Eddie. I just knew you as Eddie. So anyway, good to see you, Ed. Been thinking about you. It's wondering if you ever got that big buck. Actually, I thought about you yesterday. I ate a golden delicious apple. Oh, there's Central Texas. Edmonton, Alberta. Flint, Michigan. Hey, there's Wayne Cook. Hey, Wayne. Good to see you, buddy. Arizona. Bet it's warm there. No, I got that hat when I was building the Rockabilly. That's when I got that hat, Mr. Bill. West Kentucky, 23. Really? That's pretty cold for Kentucky, isn't it? I mean, it's about, I don't know what it is outside now. It was about 20 earlier. I think it's, what is it, Faye? About 18? No buck. That's too bad, man. You'll get him. Paragould, Arkansas. You know, I've heard of that, but I don't know exactly where it is. I guess I didn't get near there when I came through. I came through the northern part. Yes, at my house. Yes, what? Yes, about 16, 18 degrees. I didn't look. Before I came in here. It's not exactly hot here in my shop. From the Catskills. Wow, 66 people in here already. I checked and looked. I wasn't going to sign on, and then I saw that Uncle Tony's garage was. Uncle Tony's not doing a live cast tonight. I think he usually does on Sunday nights, or has been lately. Farm Mark, that's a familiar name. 5 degrees or less by Christmas. Yeah, it's going to be about the same here. Yeah, Bill Pascagoula. Yeah, I think so. Oh, so Uncle Tony did have a show. I didn't catch it tonight. I just looked a couple minutes ago and I didn't see where he was doing a live broadcast. 20 degrees in Nevada. Well, that's cold all over the place, isn't it? Okay, that makes sense. 8 miles from Boot Heel, Randy West. That's I used to live in Van Buren, Missouri, and that's not down in the Boot Heel. But we used to go down to what was it, Kabul or Poplar Bluff? Poplar Bluff, I think, is down in the Boot Heel. That's my old stomping ground. That's where I grew up. Oh, he's live now. He must have just started. Uncle Tony's Garage must have just started a live feed. Not that I can compete with. Not that I'm any competition for him. He's big time. But I like to see you guys, and I know some of you guys probably like to watch him too. Mike, I have not been to any car shows in Kentucky. There was a little tiny car show in Mountain View, Arkansas when I was on my trip in the Impala, and that's the only car show I've been to out of state. Well, that's not true. I went to the 100-car pileup a couple times in Illinois. Hello, JJD. Yeah, doing okay. Wow, that's cold. That's cold in Mountain View, Arkansas. Wow. You guys are getting hit pretty hard. Hello, Matt. Good to see you, guy. What am I doing for Christmas? I just talked to my son a little bit ago, and he was asking if I wanted to come down this week or Christmas or both. So, I got a little granddaughter that's about a year and a half now, so I want to see her all I can. So I'll be doing something with them here in the next few days. Hello, Kim Bell. Good evening, Daniel. And there's Captain Tom. Captain Tom from the island of Guam. Well, Ken Uber, that was a good attempt at spelling Wenatchee. I'll give you A for effort. That's not quite right, but but you got close. Yeah, it's snowing right now. And I had about, what was it, one day last week, we got dumped on. I had about a foot of snow overnight, close to it. I don't know, but I haven't had to plow since then. And Noah was up and shoveling my roof for me. Grandson shoveled off the roof. So I don't think we're going to get a whole lot this time. Oh, that's great, Matt. Yeah, they are the best. I'll tell you. I love being Pappy. Trying to get my granddaughter to say Pappy. I don't know. Maybe she could say Waylon. I'll have to work on that next time I'm down there. And there's Ed from Minnesota. Is that Ed? No, that's not Ed. That print is so tiny. I'm on my laptop, and the screen is really small. The last swept line I bought. I haven't bought a swept line. I sold that D100. Was that a little short box? No, it was a long box, but it was a half ton. No, my cousin wanted that really bad, and he had fond memories of riding to work in one of those or with a guy or something years ago, and he wanted it, and I sent him a message yesterday and told him this is your parole officer, and I'm calling to check in and see what the progress is on that truck, and he's not doing anything. He's going to rebuild the engine, so, but he's not one to rush into things. Yeah, no, I thanks, Matt. Yeah, I set my table up here specifically to have the Dirty Dozen in the background. Should have got more of the engine though. There we go. Show a little bit more of the engine there. I don't really know what I'm doing, obviously. Now it looks like 6-cylinder right there. You kicking pony. Good to see you, man. I don't know why you don't get notifications. I don't know why some people do and some people don't. I mean, I guess some of you do. Obviously, there's 79 people here, so somebody got a notification. So if you don't get a notification, how did you know that I was on? Yeah, I know you call it the Tartan 12, Bill. I thought about that the other day when I was looking at material for my seat covers, because that is a tartan pattern, guess you'd call it. The fabric, anyway. They usually refer to it. Well, not the one that's Christmas, the one that's closest to this, they call that Christmas plaid. You saw a tile on your splash screen. Man, I don't even know what a splash screen is. Well, thanks, Dan. Dan May. Bill felt a disturbance in the force. He knew Waylon was online. Oh, you're a funny guy, Bill. See, yeah, some people got notice. I don't know why some people do and some people don't. I have never been able to figure out YouTube. It's always doing something screwy. Sometimes people say, "Why did you do this? Why did you do that?" And I'm going, I didn't do anything. I don't know. Yeah, Sean, the square bodies really have gotten popular. You know, when I got my square body, 1986, the Phoenix out there, old Big Red, I was really wishing it was a 67 to 72, but now it's grown on me. You know, now I'm glad it's a square body. It's the first year of the square body, so that's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, Daniel, I've been kind of doing Sunday nights here, kind of regular, like for a little while. I don't know if I'll keep it up. It doesn't. It's just fun to connect with you guys. You know, I really should be working. I should be working on that thing right there. And I came out here to do that. And then I looked and I go, well, Uncle Tony's not broadcasting, so maybe I will. But now somebody tells me that he is right now. So that's cool. Oh, coinkydink, huh? Yep. Yeah, mostly miss. I think you're right, Matt. I never know what's going on. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you being here, man. I don't know, Faye. I think everybody that's in here is probably subscribed to my channel. So I don't know why. I mean, I don't think anybody'd be here if they weren't subscribed, but I don't know why some people get notifications and some people don't. I have no idea. I came out here. There's No, Dee Dee, there's Dee 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 Speed Shop in the house, guys. No, I got this hat when I was building the Rockabilly, and that was about what 2012. Yeah, I've had this hat a long time. I washed it the other day. I didn't put it in a washer; that ruins them. But I scrubbed it down with a brush and some non-liquid soap and cleaned it up a little bit. And then I come out here and I always take a hold of it, and I got it all dirty again now. But that's what it's for. I thought it'd work though. It kind of brightens up the screen, lights up the screen for you guys, so you can see the Dirty Dozen back there. Have I zeroed in on a fuel tank? I kind of have, but I've got that 30-gallon drum that I really love the patina, and I want to use it, but one end's rotted out. If I use it, I'll have to put in a new end. I'll have to cut the old rusted end out. It's full of pinholes and leaks. And I need to cut that out and then treat the inside with a Pour 15 gas tank treatment, which I have already ordered that. But to weld a new bottom in that thing and have it not leak is going to be a chore, because I've tried stuff like that before. But I can do it. It just takes some time. And so that's really what I want to use, is that 30-gallon drum. Now I've got a little pony keg that would fit, that's nice and clean, and make a nice fuel tank. You distracted me, Bill. Dinosaur had nothing to do with this hat, okay? Anyway, that little pony keg is clean, but it won't hold enough fuel. I mean, this thing took a gallon to get to the bottom of my driveway and back. So, that little pony keg's not going to do it. Whatever it is, 15-gallon. 10 gallons, I don't know. It's a little beer keg. But I thought about putting it inside this barrel because I just like the looks of the barrel. That's movie Dirt. I know you got a crew doing the dirty work. Yeah, that's right, Dee Dee. The little people come in at night and do all the work, and then I just show up and take all the glory. And you know how that is. I know you put in your time, buddy. I tell you what, my hat's off to you guys. There's something about these Canadians, man. Them guys are go-getters. Old Dee Dee Dan and Brent, those guys, they get after it, man. I mean, they're out in that shop every night, and I don't do that every night. But I came out here to work on it tonight, and I probably will. I was talking to a grafter friend of mine in New Zealand a little bit ago, and I said, well, I'm going to go to the shop for a little while, maybe quite a little while, maybe all night. I might just spend the whole night out here. You never know. It's cold out here, though. I'm going to have to get moving, get the torch cranked up in the welder and get some heat in this place. Yeah, 30 gallons would be good for for about 30 miles. Actually, if that's any indication, I could get to town and back. But I'd be able to afford to go to town about once a month, maybe. Well, I don't think sides are going to pop in. I can vent the thing on the top, Bill. I think I can figure that out. Well, I said pony keg, but it's not the little one. I don't know anything about beer kegs, man. It's just a beer keg, but it's bigger than 7.5 gallons. I wouldn't even make it to town on that. Yeah, maybe for a reserve. I could use that for a reserve. I could stick it up in front of the grill for a reserve. No, Captain Tom, I have not finished the drive shaft tunnel. I came out here to do that tonight. I had some things I had to do. 55-gallon drum. I don't need quite that much, I don't think. I might need it, but I like the looks of that little 30-gallon one. It's got beautiful patina, and it's yellow, and it just ties in with the truck real good. And There's some red on it, and there's some red on the cab, and it just works. Okay, that's what I thought, Kevin. 15 gallons. That's the one I've got. Well, yeah, I can make it to town, Bill. The problem's going to be getting back home. I may need to pull a trailer with some fuel on it, but a wine keg, yeah, that would work too. But I really like the looks of this barrel. I've got my heart set on it. I've got some subscribers I was laughing the other day because I was reading some comments. I talked in one video about how these seats will not swivel because they're so close together. There's no room for one of them to turn out without hitting into the other one. They're only about an inch apart once you get them in there. So, but there's still people going on about making those seats swivel. And one guy said, well, have it slide forward and then swivel. Well, it still wouldn't work. And everybody's trying to solve a problem that ain't there. But I was laughing because they're just like me. They got something in their head and they're not going to let it go. That's kind of the way I am with that barrel. That's the one I want. And so probably I'm going to make it work. It'll be a pain. It'll be a pain to weld a new bottom in it and have it not leak. But I've done difficult things before and I'm not scared. I don't have enough sense to be scared of anything. So I'll do it. A wine barrel would be kind of cool. A big old oak barrel. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know about wood and gasoline and me and wood and gasoline and fires and things, I don't know. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. That helps me out a little bit. Make it into a tanker. Yeah, that's a thought, I guess. You guys got to keep up with what Bill said there. BC65925. He's an old buddy of mine. Well, I shouldn't call him old, but he is. He knows he's old. Trailer with a tank car. Yeah, that's still a tank. I could stand it up. Yeah, Todd, I could do that, but that's just not what I picture in my think. In my mind, I see it laying down and it flows with the cab and everything better that way. If I had a little flatbed on there and it was sitting up, it might look okay, but that's just not my vision. I really want to put a tow mechanism, a winch and everything on the back of this and make it a tow truck. And Jeff Bradshaw's got the exact thing that I need, but it's on another truck. And I know he'll make me buy the whole thing. He won't let me he'll probably make me take the whole thing. And I don't blame him, but that's a long ways off and I'm not going down there this winter. But anyway, this barrel, I can set it up temporarily and lay it on its side. Yeah, I know. I thought about saddle tanks too, but there again, got my head set on this barrel, so that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to hinge the seats. As a matter of fact, the other night, David, I worked on those seats and I got the hinges all lubed up, so they will tilt forward, so I can store my fire extinguisher under the seat, probably one under each seat. 125 miles on 14 gallons. What kind of V12? You're not Don in Arizona, are you? With the one that sent me the cap for the distributor? Yeah, tow truck is kind of is speaking to me. I could put a little flatbed on it. I could put a little dump bed on it. I can do anything I want with that winch. But for some reason, I just picture this as a tow truck. I mean, old fashioned mechanism back there. The carriage and the pulley and the cable and the winch running off the PTO. That's kind of how I want to do it. I mean, I don't know how to do it, but I don't let a little thing like that stop me. Um, I don't think I saw that one, Bill. Not yet. I'm kind of behind on my YouTubing, but I'll look for that. Well, Kevin, that's a thought. Another idea too, Kevin, is Jeff Bradshaw's got some friend that wants this V6 that's out in that cab over truck, and for some kind of rig he's got. And if they're coming up here with a rig big enough to haul that thing back, then they definitely be able to bring that tow truck up here. So, yeah, it would be fun though, but we'll figure that out in the spring. Ain't nobody towing, hauling nothing right now. It's just not the time of year for it. We're not the weather for it. Well, Joe K, I got online and I looked for aluminum tanks and measurements and everything. And, of course, they're all square, rectangle shape and nothing round. So by the time you get something that fit inside the perimeters of that barrel, then you've kind of defeated the purpose of having that much fuel. You only get about half that much fuel. If I'm only going to get 15 gallons, I may as well just use that beer keg and put it inside there. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I did check into that, Joe. I thought that was a good idea too, but I just couldn't find anything that really made much sense when you start looking at the dimensions and the perimeters we're working with. How much gas could Bernice handle? I don't know, man. She's quite a drinker. She'd probably handle a lot. Yeah, two fire extinguishers. I hear my son's beep. I hear a beeping on my speakers. It's my son texting me on Gmail, but I'll get to that here in a little bit. I've already been on here almost a half an hour. Man, the time flies when I'm visiting with you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. 74 thumbs up. That's good. That helps me, guys. I appreciate that. Twin supercharged. Don, I did see some. I had a whole bunch of people sent me pictures of that, and is it green? Is the engine green? Anyway, Don Smith, he's got twin supercharged GMC 12 and 29 Chevy. I have seen that. I've seen pictures of that. I saw a video of that at some car show. And my question is, when I see those pictures, is how are you driving the rear blower? That's my question. Because the front ones run off of, I guess, a serpentine belt or some kind of belt. But I couldn't see how there's any kind of connection between the front one and the back one. I don't know how you're driving the rear one. Hello, Molly Dog. That's true, Bill. I've said that for a long time. That's very true. Fun time. Time's fun when you're having flies. I like that. Yeah, you're right, Clay. Everybody needs to hit that like button. We got 92 likes. That's pretty good. That has something to do with the algae rhythms, YouTube algorithms. It shares the video or something. Well, a propane tank. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the dimensions are. I don't know if you got it short. If you shortened it down enough to fit inside that barrel, I don't think you'd have much capacity left. Hillborn fuel injection. Okay, but my question is, how are you driving the rear blower? Because I don't see a belt on it or anything like that. Thanks, Don, for the responding on that. I'm real curious about that. They drive end to end. Well, I couldn't see any connection. They looked like they were just separate blowers. It looked like the rear one was just like the front one. And I couldn't see any kind of a shaft or anything that drove the rear one from the front one. But okay, out the back of the, okay, all right. All right. Good deal, Don. I got you. Says he built a custom shaft, runs out the back of the front blower and into the front of the rear blower. Oh, okay. It's enclosed. Well, that's why I couldn't see it. But I like that, man. I had a lot of people send me that picture. That is cool. That is cool. What kind of have you reworked that engine so it'll take some RPMs? I mean, this thing redlines at like 2,400, and I had several people tell me if you go over that, you'll blow it up, and it's just not designed to do that. But I know there's that website, Thunder 12, that they rework these engines somehow and make them so that you can rev them up, and they put blowers on them and different things and get a lot of horsepower out of them and all that. But this one's stock, it's all original. So I'm not smart enough to do all that. And I'm just going to have to ease it around. But I got enough gears, I don't need to over rev it. The Louisamite, is that I probably butchered that. Okay, Merry Christmas to you, Ed. Good to see you, man. You take care. I'm glad you stopped by. I'll think about you when I eat another one of those golden delicious apples. Well, kick and pony, that's true. There's a lot of torque there. And yeah, I got 10 gears, and I've got what have I got? I've got a 4-speed Diamond Rio, 4-speed overdrive Brownie, a 4-speed Brownie. But that'd be cool, wouldn't it? 40 forward gears, but I don't have room for it between the transmission and the rear end. I pulled that rear end so far up next to the back of the cab, there's not room for it. And I mean, there might be room for it, but then you'd have too much angle on your drive shaft, and it just wouldn't work. But you have to set everything down way lower than what it is, but I don't think I'm going to need it. 10 speed's enough. Whatever I can get out of those 10, I'm sure that'll be just fine. I'm reading Captain Tom's comment there. Hey, Captain Tom, last time we talked to you, you broke some body parts, man. How you getting along? Are you healing up? That was just sad to hear. 10 forward gears in a Georgia overdrive. Taking little white pills. I'm reading Don Smith. Read what he's saying about his V12. He's got a V12 engine like this, but he's worked it over. $5,500. Okay. Okay. Well, that's cool. I wish I was smart enough to do something like that, but I'm working with a limited capacity here. Yeah, I think so, Troy. I've never let that discourage me. I just took it to the bottom of the driveway, but I'm in low range on that thing, and once I get it out on the road and shift her out into the high end of that thing, I think we'll be all right. Never fails. But that's part of the charm of being out in your workshop. Have the old compressor kick on once in a while. Yeah, Bill, you might say that. Yeah, I've got a rev limiter under here. It keeps me from from blowing up, man. It keeps me from my brain from exploding. But we just do the best we can with what we got to work with. And I'm limited, but I'm doing better than most of them guys are sitting around on the bar stool talking about what they're going to do. At least I'm out here doing it. I'll have to look that up, Daniel and Captain Tom. You guys are talking about a Holmes um, winch or tow setup. I don't know what it is, but I have to look it up. Hey, Zane. Good to have you here. Hey, you guys, go over and you can check out your Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. Go over to his channel and check him out. He does real quality videos. He's more professional, and the way he presents and everything, and his compressor don't kick on right in the middle of a sentence like mine does, and he does a nice job. You guys should check him out. Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. Go over and say hi to Zane. Tell him old Waylon sent you. Yeah, I think so. Schedule that. I think it'll be all right. Once I get on the high side of that transmission, I think we'll get up in the high five. We'll be okay. I bet you are, Captain Tom. I bet you're sore. But I'm glad you're doing okay, man. That was a heartbreaker. Palaman, good to see you here, buddy. No, I'm not going to take it out on I-90. No, I'm not. I'm just going to go to town and back. And yeah, I might go to a car show or two here in town. My plan is to drive them nuts and go to the show and then park outside and have all the people from the inside come out to see my truck. I don't have to pay people to look at my truck. There's plenty of people look at it for free. I'm getting kind of burnt out on car shows. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. We got over 109 thumbs up. I appreciate that. That helps me out. Well, you're welcome, Zane. I think you do a nice job, man, and I think your channel's going to grow. And I just can't see you doing anything wrong. I think you make quality videos. NC Auto Man, how you getting along, buddy? I know you've been through a lot. Yeah, I'm anxious to see what it'll do in the higher gears. We'll see. I think it'll be all right. I mean, whatever it is, if it goes down the road and I get through all the gears, that'll be a success. I don't care if I'm doing 40 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour. That'll be good. If it's a 40-mile-an-hour truck, well, so be it. But I think it'll be all right. I don't think. Well, I won't ever get 2,500. About 2,000 is where I'm going to set the rev limiter on it. I've got a mechanical tack that will cut it off, and it red lines at 2,400, and I'm going to probably run it around 2,000. I'll probably be high rev for it. So, well, thank you, Zane. I appreciate that, and I enjoy yours too. Well, I'm glad to hear it, NC Auto Man. I'm glad you're doing okay, buddy. Y'all read what Joe K says. That's right. Besides, what is it, Joe? They always say it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. So I think at 30 miles an hour, this thing is going to be a blast, man. Anything in this truck is going to be a blast. But I got to get busy on it. I really do. I've been slacking all summer, man. I worked on that square body way too much, and I still got a lot to do to that. I got my door panels and my door latches and my belts for the windows so they don't leak air and whistle, and I got patch panels for the rust in the rear fenders, and I got a lot to do that. But I'm kind of on a mission here to get a fuel system on this truck. But tonight it's only 8:00, and I don't have school tomorrow, so I can stay up late if I want to tonight. My plan is to work on this floor, this thing tonight. I've got to reinforce the floor that's in there, what's left of it. I had to cut out a pretty big chunk for that drive shaft and set the cab down over it. But I'm going to reinforce what's in there, and then I'm going to support that floor, and then I'm going to make my drive shaft tunnel, and then I'm going to put some little floor pans up in the front on each side. I'll have to build those, but I'm not going to put a tunnel over that transmission. I like it hanging out there, just raw, just hanging out there, just like it is. All that Road Ranger just open, and ain't nothing going to get past it, hit me in the face, so off the highway, so it'll be fine. I don't drive it in the wintertime anyway. Yeah, grafting season is right around the corner, Matt. Sometime in March, we'll be getting going. Victor will get here sometime in February, and I don't have a lot on the books, but I just went yesterday to check on some guys. A client was collecting sign wood, and I went up yesterday and checked on them, make sure they're getting the right stuff, and they're doing a good job. So that's one little job we got coming up. It's only 1,000 trees, but that's a start. Yeah, Zane, we got 10 forward gears right now, but I do have that overdrive. I don't know if I got room to fit it in there, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. Andy, tow truck Andy in the house. You better come get that cab over. I'm about to give it to somebody else, Andy. Well, hey, George, Shade Tree Fix-It Man in the house. You guys say hi to George. Good to see you here, George. I'm glad you got your well situation straightened out. I was working in back many years ago when I was grafting hundreds and hundreds of acres of grapes in California. I ran across one place they had put a lot of money into a vineyard, and then when they drilled their wells, and it was not good water. The water was bad. Yeah, you did, Andy. Well, thanks, Kevin Hornbuckle. I'll be putting up some grafting videos. We don't have much on the books. I don't know if we're going to get anything or not. We'll see. We'll get just exactly what we're supposed to have, I suppose. It's getting harder and harder to stay in business with the grafting thing because nobody wants to work. I can't hire any people, and everybody wants to sit on the couch and do nothing. So I have to just set it up with my clients so that they provide all the support labor, but they've got this new law in Washington now. It used to be farm labor was just farm labor and so much an hour, but now it's going to be anything over 40 is going to be time and a half, and anything over 40, we can't. If we have a full season, we can't get it done in 40 hours a week. We need a 60-hour week, and we need 70 hours if it rains. So that business model is just not working anymore, and I don't really want to quit, but it has to make sense. So we're going to try another year and see what happens. Well, thank you, Les. That's mighty nice of you to say. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, that means a lot. I like making these videos, and I do the best I can with them, with the editing and all that. I spend quite a bit of time on it. And I do some stuff that I wouldn't have to do, those little intros and things that I do. But, I try to do some things that other people don't do. Take it to Bonneville. No, this truck is, I don't think it's going to see Bonneville. Well, I'll be watching for that, George. That's interesting to me. The way you solve that issue. Tow truck Andy. I know, Andy. I get it, man. I'll just give you a hard time. A friend of Jeff Bradshaw, they're talking about coming to get it in the spring. Well, he wanted to get it this fall, and they messed around too long. And I said, nah, you forget it. You ain't going to get to it now. It's buried in snow. It's not going anywhere. WTB, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I really do. I work at it. Yeah, I know, Andy. That'd be taking on quite a project, and I know you got others going on. I can't remember. I think you said you got rid of that fire truck, and you got rid of that 49 too, didn't you? I think you got rid of both those rigs that you came over here. You should have kept the fire truck at least. But I know you got projects, and that's something we're never going to run out of projects, Andy. I got plenty of them myself. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Are you hitting? Andy's getting hit with snow again. He's over on the you're on the Olympic Peninsula, right, Andy? Yeah. Well, that's what I tried to do, Andy, is just find good homes for these things. I can't save them all. I really kind of had seller's remorse getting rid of that little pink Rambler that I had, that 59 Rambler Ambassador, but it went to the perfect home. I found the perfect home for that car, and I found the perfect home for that little D100 Dodge pickup. And I kind of wanted to do that truck too, but I got plenty going on. I don't have any regrets about getting rid of it because it went to a good home. And that's what I try to do. Like I said, I can't save them all, but I try to get them into the right hands, but people that will fix them up and enjoy them and drive them. And I think that's the way to go. Wow, 119 people. Wow, 134 thumbs up. That's awesome, guys. Thank you. You're all right. I don't care what anybody else says. Excuse me. Got some of that golden nectar, man. I just made a fresh batch. Tea and coffee, it's only fresh for about first 30 minutes. There ain't nothing like a fresh batch, man. Just makes my heart go pitter pat. Good stuff. Daniel Screws. No, 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 thank you. You're not a tea drinker, man. I drink iced tea year round. I don't even drink coffee in the summertime. I just go straight for the iced tea. As soon as I wake up, I'm hitting that old tea, boy. Put hair on your chest? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Pipe boom rig. Yeah, if I was that smart, I could do that probably. You betcha, Andy. That is the whole goal, man, is to get some young guys. I mean, that's the whole point of my channel. If there's just a couple young guys see this and they say, you know, if that old man can do it, I can do it, and it don't cost you $20,000. You know, so I'm really proud of you for finding the right home for that, and I hope you can send me some pictures sometimes. I'd love to see what he's doing with that truck. That was a good. That had some good bones, man. That was a good starting point. Yeah, that was a good truck to start with for rat rodding. Well, it's sweet tea, man. I mean, no self-respecting Southerner would drink unsweetened tea. Come on. Yeah, I don't drink enough water either. I drink tea all day long. Gordon Walker. You're cracking me up, man. I was giving him a bad time because he thought I was in Michigan. He kept saying, "What part of Michigan are you in?" Or I think you're in Grand Rapids or something like that. And I went, "No, man, come on." But he knows where I'm at. I'm glad you have a sense of humor about it. I was just going on anyway. I was just giving you a hard time. But thanks for showing up, Gordon. I appreciate you. I really do. Oh, that's funny. I drink a gallon about every other day, Clay. About every other day. Oh. Yeah, Lou Miller's asking me, guys, any report on Mr. Brown? And he called me yesterday, and he is so grateful and so humbled by what you guys did. I mean, he just can't believe it, and I didn't know what was going to happen either. It was absolutely awesome. I kept saying, I probably mentioned this the last time I went live, but I'll tell you because there's probably some new people in here. My thought was that we'd help him have a good Thanksgiving, and he called me and says, "Oh no, it's going to get us through the winter, man." He said he went to the mailbox one day and it was just stuffed full of envelopes with $20 bills in it, and then there was several people that went above and beyond, and pretty substantial amounts, and he wound up, getting out of debt and getting everything out of Hawk and put money in the bank, paid up all of his bills, and he's good with money. He knows how to manage money. I mean, you have to when you live on $700 a month. I don't know how he does it, but it really helped him. And he just tells me again and again, please tell everybody thank you and what it means to him. It's going to get him through the winter, and he's in a part of the country where the electricity is real expensive. So it's about $300 a month for him to heat that little trailer, and he's got the money to do it. All said and done, it was about $4,000. It was good. It was really good. I was really really happy for him, and proud of you guys for the people that donated. Man, I just couldn't believe it. I don't like to ask for money. I would never ask for money for myself. I can't do it, but I felt like there was an opportunity there to help the old boy, and I knew how much you guys appreciated him and liked meeting him in the videos and seeing him. So it went really well. Oh, Uncle Richard lives in Yakima. Okay, I used to do quite a bit of grafting down that way. I haven't lately, but I'm very familiar with the Yakima area. Yeah, I know what you mean, Randy. I know what you mean. Yep, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, he's doing good, Matt. His health is better. He had that heart valve put in, and you can just tell when you talk to him, he just sounds better. You know, he just spirits are up, and you don't have to worry. You got just all that stress is gone. He was just really stressing how he's going to get through the winter, and all that's gone. And you can hear it in his voice. He's just lighthearted and in good spirits, and he's doing okay. You know, I wish he was in better health. I wish he'd start walking a little bit and try to lose some weight, but um, I guess he's doing what he can. Um, your ADD. I'm looking at Andy Simmons. You read what he's typed there. When you get caught up, that makes me laugh. Yeah, yeah, you do that. As soon as you get caught up, you let me know, okay? And when I get caught up, I'll let you know. We'll take on some new projects. And you're looking for a 50 Chevy 1 ton, or 2 ton. I just happen to have a 1.5 ton. Old Fred out there would be a pretty good candidate. I got some people that want to buy that truck, but there again, you got to find the right home for them. Gary, you missed out on the early part of the video. I was talking about grafting. We don't have much on the books yet, but it's early. It's only December, and people are not thinking about it. It's I don't know. It's supposed to be down to 12 degrees or something, and a high of 9 degrees on Tuesday, and people are not thinking about grafting right now. It'll be after the first of the year when you get Christmas and New Year out of the way, and people start working on their budget for the year, for the season upcoming, and then that's when they call. And I hope we get some more work. Right now, we've only got about 3 jobs on the books, but that's better than nothing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try it one more year and see if I can get it to pay off. It didn't pay off much last year. I didn't get a check. Victor got a check, but I did take an awesome trip though, and the company paid for that, and because the guy I work for is a really nice. I got a really nice boss, and so that was really nice. Yeah, I know where Wapato is, Gordon, but I'm not familiar with the packing sheds down that way. Yeah, I know, Matt. That's classic, boy. Old Brown. About the time you think he ain't got nothing on the ball at all, he'll surprise you. He comes up with some pretty witty stuff. Yeah, when he's got that garden hose stuck in his ear, and then he goes, oh, and he puts it in the other ear. That's classic, man. I need to make a new intro and put that in there probably. Terry's going, oh no, not Fred. Too nice of a truck. Well, it does have a great history, Andrew, but that might be the final chapter. I unloaded fruit off of that truck back in 1974. So I do have a history with that truck, and I'm just sentimental about it, but I don't ever use it. It's just sitting there, and that's the worst thing you can do to a rig is have it just sit. And I'm starting to feel real guilty about that because if I cannot be a good steward to these vehicles, then I don't deserve to have them. So, we can talk about that down the road. As far as in good shape, yeah, it's in good shape body-wise, but the interior's gone, pretty much no door panels or anything. But it's a solid old truck. The thing is, it runs that 235. If somebody's put a 235 in it, swapped out the 216, that would originally had a 216, and somebody's upgraded it and made a fruit hauler out of it. Well, I know the guy who did it, or knew the guy. He passed away many years ago, but yeah, it's got a really good engine. Man, that thing's a good, tight running little 6-cylinder. Yeah, George, that's what people have been telling me down in your area, Kentucky, Tennessee. Hey, Gordon, thanks for stopping by, man. And thanks for having a sense of humor and putting up with me, giving you, razzing you a little bit. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I heard it's going to be cold. It's cold everywhere, I guess, except Arizona and California. I don't, I don't know. -10. Man, that's not even that cold here. It's going to be down to almost 0, 6 above. Yeah, Gary. My boss is, yeah, he's just, he's a really modest guy, man. That's funny. That's funny. I don't care who you are. Oh, you guys. Um, yeah, Matt, yeah, that's kind of comical. The thing about that clip was I didn't have a foot throttle on that. Read what Matt's saying there. Matt, the scrap whisperer, he's talking about my intro where I'm driving that old 38 GMC chassis down the road with the office chair duct tape to the frame. I didn't have a throttle, so I had a piece of baling wire around the throttle on the carburetor. Well, the old tires are flat on the front of that thing, and every time I come around, I hit that flat spot, and I'd yank that cable, and it'd throw me back. It just started going back and forth. Oh, it was fun. Hogtied that was left, or the gas is a hoot. -4, man, in Kansas, or where at? Oh, Nebraska. Wow. Man, you guys are colder than we are. Well, that's true, George. I think you made a step up, man. I thought about you when you lived there, and I go, boy, that's got to be hard winters, man. I mean, that's even worse than what we have here sometimes. Really? That's even in Arizona. It's cold. How about that? Old fart. Clue 2, old school gearhead. Yeah, that's me. Fried bologna sandwich. You know, that sounds pretty good. I haven't had anything like that in a while. You're 1,500 feet above sea level, Andy. I'm 2,370, and it's snowing right now. Yeah, it said hog tie. Yeah, autocorrect. I know. I have trouble with that too. Down in the teens. Yeah, we're going to be down in single digits here in the next few days here, day and night. I was looking at the weather, and it's going to be 6 degrees in the night and then 9 degrees during the day. So it's not going to warm up too much. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it, man. Oh, we've already gone over an hour, guys. So, all right, it's been an hour and 4 minutes, and 150 thumbs up, man. There's only 116 people in here, so some people have cycled through and give a thumbs up, and that's awesome. I appreciate every one of you. And yeah, it's time to get out of here. I don't want to do more than an hour. It's really fun catching up with all of you guys, and I want to wish everybody here happy holidays, and hope you get to spend Christmas with your family and loved ones, and stay warm, be happy, and do the best you can with what you got. We'll see you soon right here on Waylon Wire's Old Iron. Later.